Hi, I'm Mark. This is my September review for Scorpio Sun sign and Scorpio rising. We start the month with Mars coming up against Neptune with an opposition. Now Mars is in that 11th house, so you may have problems with friends or colleagues, and maybe they're a bit vague or you can't pin them down. And it's a good time really to just work on your own and get to grips with things on your own back. The other thing is that this is very good for anything imaginative, because Neptune in that 5th house, creativity, can take the energy from Mars and turn it into something very creative with that imagination boosted. Now the other thing is with Neptune in opposition to Mars is that health is often an issue. It could be that you feel low, or there may be something, an allergy or a sensitivity to something, drugs or alcohol. You're going to feel very sensitive to all these things, and it could be that something flares up, but it will go after a few days. On the 2nd, we have the Black Moon Lilith and the Moon's North Node uniting in your 8th house. This is the house of Scorpio. This is the house of depth. So this is where you need to go deep within and have a look at the shadow side. Have a look at your unconscious motivations. Have a look at all those primal drives, because there are things to be gained from this. The Moon's North Node is our spiritual way forward, so our way forward at this moment in time is to look deep within and see where we can harness hidden psychological energies. Also, we have an aspect from Venus on the 1st day, and then 2 aspects from Mercury on the 3rd and the 4th. Now these are from the unconscious, so you'll be able to have messages coming through from the unconscious. Your intuition will be very high, your perception will be increased to an incredible level. So this is a time to take notice of these messages so that you can align yourself with your true path forward. You've had a few days to think about things and to accept these messages. Now it's time to formulate some objectives about what you want to change. And we have an aspect, a positive aspect this time, from Mars to Pluto. Pluto is your ruler and the sign of transformation. So now you can begin this process of transforming and making things happen and change the things that you feel that you need to change for yourself and your betterment. Then on the same day there's an aspect from Venus. Venus makes also an aspect to Pluto, so this is an intensity of emotions. Now there may be things that need to happen and change within relationships. Allow them to happen. It's good to have change within relationships. It keeps them fresh and healthy. It's also a very intense emotional day because Venus has that square to Pluto. An exciting day on the 6th because you have the Sun making an aspect to Uranus. This is a positive aspect, so you're going to be vibrant, you're going to be wanting to try new things. This is a good day to meet new people, people that could help you in the future. It's good to make connections on this day, and it's also a day to set new goals for your future. The Sun is in the 11th house, and that's all about your future goals and dreams. Venus also makes a positive aspect to Jupiter on that day. Venus in the 12th house, so your unconscious desires will come through via Jupiter. Jupiter's the planet to benefit you, and this is in the home area, so there could be some benefits coming around the home area. This could be financial, this could be anything that could improve your living arrangements. On the 7th we have a new moon. The new moon is in Virgo, and this is your 11th house. So this new moon is about networking, making connections that will benefit you in the future. It's about setting new goals. We already touched on the Sun being in the 11th house. So this gives it more weight. This puts more focus on the need for setting new goals, being realistic. This is about your future now. So you need to invest in the future. Invest in connections with people. This is great for business as well, and this is great for group activities or involvement. So this is a good time to set all these things into motion now, with the help of others, of course. This is not just about you now, it's about working together with others. Also on this day we have an opposition between Mercury and Chiron. Now this is from the 12th to the 6th, so this is a day when you may want to just talk, and get involved with other people, but it may also be a day when you want to just withdraw a bit and not have to talk to people. Or you could just vibe between the two. But this is the question on this day, to talk or not to talk. Make sure that if you do, it's worthwhile and it's beneficial. On the 13th, the Sun makes an opposition to Neptune. And again, you may feel a little bit under the weather. Some of those networking connections you've made may just go quiet for a bit. But bear with it, because this aspect is usually only lasts a day. And to get the most out of this, you can use your imagination, because Neptune in the 5th house is very creative, very imaginative. Also, you'll have a heightened level of understanding and compassion for other people. And you can have a spiritual experience, especially in an intense love relationship. You can experience something quite lovely. Then on the 15th, we have Saturn making a positive aspect to the Black Moon Lilith in your 8th house. Now, Saturn's in your 4th house, so Saturn wants to set long-term goals for your long-term future into action. Now, this aspect lasts for 2 weeks, and towards the end of the 2 weeks we have some more aspects to Saturn, so we'll get more of an insight then. But for now, it's about long-term organisation, bringing structure into your life for the long term, especially around the home area as well. Saturn wants to be settled. Saturn wants to have a base to work from. On the 16th, we have 2 aspects that will help Saturn with his restructuring, reorganising of your life. The first is an aspect from Venus to Saturn, which will help you to make a radical reappraisal of things and put you right in the picture. The other one is between the Sun and Pluto. Pluto's in that 3rd house. You can investigate things, you can delve beneath the surface and find out what needs reforming. And the Sun in that 11th house can help you to set goals accordingly. On the 20th, we have a full moon. This full moon is in your 5th house in Pisces. So you've been thinking a lot about a lot of serious stuff over the last couple of weeks. So now it's time to have some fun. Go out and enjoy yourself. Just relax and chill out and socialise, be with people. The full moon's in your 5th house, so this is a great time to enjoy the social side of life. Also, there could be a hive activity around your children if you have children, and it could be a very busy time to be with people and understand people. This is a full moon in Pisces, so it's a very intuitive, spiritual full moon. It's very sensitive as well, so you'll be very compassionate to others, just as it was with Neptune being there with the opposition to the Sun. Also on that day we have 2 other aspects. There's one between Mercury and Jupiter, which means you'll be very bold, very brave, and you'll be able to make any decisions that you need to make with confidence. Then the other aspect, Mars, in your 11th house of the future, is making a positive aspect with the Moon's North Node, which is our future way forward. So this is whether you may get clues, you may get insights, you may get messages, or a door may open to lead you and guide you to the future. Be open to guidance with this aspect. On the 21st, Mercury makes a square to Pluto. Now, this square lasts for 5 days, which is unusual because Mercury is the fastest moving planet. It lasts for 5 days because Mercury is slowing down. He's slowing down and will go retrograde on the 27th. This means that he'll come backwards over Pluto again on the 2nd of October. But then, going forward, he'll make the same aspect for the 3rd time on the 1st of November. So there's time to work with this aspect. And what it is, you need to balance the unconscious and the conscious mind. Mercury's in the 12th house in Libra. Libra wants balance. Pluto's in that third house of the conscious mind, but Pluto's capable of delving deep below the surface to see what he can find, and there may be messages coming through from the unconscious, there may be insights, there may be dreams. You need to take notice of these, you need to work with these, because the unconscious mind is trying to communicate with you, trying to connect with you, and you need to allow it to. Keep an open mind. Don't allow obsessive thinking to take over, because that will cloud your judgment, cloud your mind. On the 23rd, Venus, who's now in your sign in the first house, wants a little bit of excitement and stimulation as she opposes Uranus in the 7th. And it's also a day when you might meet new people, exciting people. On the 24th, it's another exciting day because Mars makes a positive aspect to the Black Moon Lilith and to Saturn. Now remember, we spoke about the Saturn aspect of the Black Moon at the beginning of the month. Well, now Mars comes together with the two, and you can complete all the things you've been thinking about, all the reorganisation and restructuring that you've been thinking about. This is the time to do it now. This is grand trine in air, so it's free flowing energy. There's a lot of inspiration here, there's a lot of innovation. This is a chance to do things with confidence and get things completed. On the 25th, the Sun, who's now in your 12th house and working behind the scenes, makes a positive aspect to the Moon's North Node. So you might find that things just automatically just fall into place, and that you're either in the right place at the right time, or things just happen for a reason at this time. Then on the 29th, the Sun makes a positive aspect to Saturn. So this time it may be that things get reorganised. Greater efficiency can be achieved now with this aspect. And also creativity comes into it on that day, because Venus makes a positive aspect to Neptune. So the imaginative, creative side comes into the way you can work with the Sun and reorganising things with Saturn. On the last day of the month, we have three aspects. The first is a trine to the Black Moon Lilith, and this will bring out the sunshine in you. This will bring out the charm, and you'll be able to charm the birds out of the trees. You'll be able to get what you want very easily on this day. The other aspect is between Venus and Jupiter. Now this is a square, but it's not like other squares. This is probably the best square of all you could have, and it could bring some good news around the home area. Then the last aspect is an opposition between Mars and Chiron. Now Chiron's in that 6th house and Mars is in the 12th house of the unconscious. So you may find that there are some challenges, some confrontations within your daily routines, and this is brought about from the unconscious. You're not deliberately going out there to cause confrontation, but these could come because of unconscious desires or energies that are around. Thank you for watching the September review. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. If you'd like to leave me a comment, I'll be glad to hear from you.